To write is to like open kind of like a window inside of me. So my name's Lizzie. I'm in my fourth year of geological engineering. Writing is more of like a headspace than anything else for me. I write things in my head before I write them down, and so I like to write things to sort of understand myself and the world around me better. Like there was a time in my life when I was like, I'd say like middle school, high school, where like I would sit down to write something, and if it didn't come out right away, I would stop. Emotional block, if that makes sense. Like it's almost like I'm having trouble really tapping into like the things that are going on inside of me. Sometimes I think it's that those things are kind of harder to understand, or even that there's like hard things going on that realistically I don't want to think about. To write is to like open kind of like a window inside of me. For me, writer's block sometimes it's just that there is nothing to write about, and sometimes it's just that there's everything to write about, and I'm like, do I really want to handle that right now? Start writing was just like, it was a beginning of trying to understand who I am. I felt alone for a long time, and I think that it was something that just could really help me to understand what I was feeling. I've never been very good at processing my own emotions, but then somehow when I open like a notebook or just something to write in, it really helps it all come out. A lot of my journaling too, I do with God. There were people who were really not very nice to me. I started to lose my voice. It was a time where I really picked up my notebook and I was just like, this is my voice. And like nobody knew, right? But my notebooks know. I didn't have anyone to talk to. And sometimes like, I understand how important it is to have friends to talk to, but when you don't, sometimes a notebook has to be the second best thing. Or even just sharing that in terms of like a prayer journal, right? That's a communication that is so real, and it really helped me through that season in my life. It's almost validating to be able to read that to people and to have, like, I think so much of the time we feel alone in the things we go through, but then you write things about it, and people love how pretty the words are, like people love poetry, but they also love what they mean. And I think to think about writing as something to share is beautiful, but is not where, at least for me, it starts. It starts with, for me, because that's when things like, if I'm imagining that this is just gonna stay within me, then I can be a lot more real with it. And the truth is like what makes something beautiful and what makes people like it is that it's real. Don't make it good, make it real, because the real things are the good things.